And we're live for the second time today. Players are just getting over their what it's called vetoes while we wait. What are we waiting for? The Ao Dai Weekly number 9. Stepping in with me, I am one half of the casters, Yakuzaku. With me, I have Light VIP.
Yeah, hello. And you know, we're gonna recognize a couple of these players because we've also been casting the VTL, right?
Yeah. I know for a fact Protas Nam, Justice Simon, they were just playing at GPO earlier.
Yep. But we are gonna be casting Uplay, who's on Heroes of God, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait,
against...
I'm gonna have to change that.
He is.
Yep.
Versus Jiang Niu on Blades of Ire.
Ooh, that's the one that doesn't have a logo, does it?
They do have a logo. Hold on.
This is the logo?
I got you.
Sweet.
I got you.
Sweet. Ire.
I just linked it to you in Discord.
Oh, that is not the right logo. Yep. Nope. I'm gonna change that real quick. Should be using the right Heroes of God logo. Oh, right. It's Gangno. Neo. I'm just gonna call him Neo. Just to avoid any, you know,
any mispronunciations.
Terrible mispronunciations, yeah.
Of course.
And gonna make sure I forgot to switch from weight screen to bracket. Here we go. Oh lord, I'm gonna have to resize that pretty soon.
Ooh.
But speaking of pretty soon, let's see. Do I have the? I do not. Hold on. Hopefully this is right. And hopefully that will do it. Well, wait, hold on 1 second. Just
quickly.
1 second while I get the loading tool up. And speaking of 1 second while we get loading tool up. Wait, it's a best of 3, right?
Yes, best of 3.
Right, so they were vetoing. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
In the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Teal Terran representing Team Blades of Fire as well as Vietnam. I think it's a fair assumption to assume that all of these players are Vietnamese. Might not be.
Yes,
they should be. The Gangyo. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. Yeah, see, he has skins on. I was just looking at chat for a second. Apparently something with skins. Oh, no, because it's WCS Game Heart, so the players don't have their skins. Only the observers get to see the skins. We have the Red Zug representing Team Heroes of God. I'm pretty sure I have the right Heroes of God logo. Here's hoping. We have Uplay. It's kind of like Uplay, but not. Okay.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Seeing a. Oh, we're actually seeing a command.
Oh.
No, wait, this is standard. It's. What threw me off was the command center on the high ground rather than on location.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. So he's playing pretty conservative in this game. You know,
absolutely.
I don't think he SCV scouted. So just straight away, he's like, nope. You know, I'm just gonna be let's play as safe as I can. Right.
Well, this might really pay off for him because 4 links are just about to be made. Oh, but Uplay actually playing even safer.
Wait, what the hell?
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how often these players have played against each other. I don't know if they like know each other to be really greedy. I mean, really aggressive. Yeah, wow.
He does cancel that spine right at the last second when he realizes that he doesn't really need it up anymore.
Yeah.
This Reaper is getting a little bit of poking done, but not actually scouting too much of Uply's base. Uply, though, not doing anything too out of the ordinary, now getting his third hatch.
Yeah, unfortunately not being in position to deny this third, it does get down. So that's pretty... Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good for Uply.
Absolutely. Okay,
Do you know if it's...
What?
Is it Uply or Uply?
It is Uply.
Uply.
Uply, I'm gonna say.
It could be.
It might be, it might not be. Uply. Oh, it looks like Gangnyo's going into mech, lifting off his barracks to just float it off. You play.
It looks like he may be going for potentially a Hellion drop if he makes a medevac. He does have it rallied together, but yeah, let's see.
Ooh, gonna meet these Zerglings in the middle of the map. Zerglings do sense some kind of danger coming along, so they're not gonna be too aggressive. I saw the shift. I saw the shift move, attack move, and I was like, "Wait, what? What is that coming from?" Then I realized it was probably Gangnyo and not Uply.
That is a lot of lings.
It's a lot of lings, and that's a very coordinated Hellion. That's another sort of Hellion.
There is no wall. There's no wall.
But that's not a lot of lings if there is no wall, though.
I guess.
And Uply is starting to pull back.
Yeah. Typically, you see Terran players wall this off with the third CC. But interestingly, Neo going for that factory wall. I don't think I've seen that
with
before.
The tech lab as well. That is...
Yeah.
That's actually a somewhat low health structure.
Yeah, for sure. Very, very vulnerable to something like a Baneling bust. And I don't know if you noticed, but we do have a fusion core and a BC on the way.
I didn't show it off. Oh, shoot. But a BC is on the way. It's going to be very, very annoying for Uply to deal with. BC mech is pretty much as what you'd expect, really.
Unfortunately, it's become kind of standard. Like, it's...
What do you mean, unfortunately?
As a Zerg player, unfortunately, it can be very, very frustrating to deal with.
Alright, Hellion's gonna poke around for Uply. There are some queens there that could try to drive them away.
Yeah, with this amount of queens.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be fine.
Absolutely. I don't think he's even going to be able to sneak past through here. There's a slight opening, though.
Yeah, he commits. He goes in.
Already cornered by the Lings.
Yeah.
And that is denied. No damage has been done so far. 13 Lings are the only casualties of Uply so far in this entire game.
Yeah. Uply he did make a Nidus Worm, but he might not even need it. Like, he could just Bane bust the front. Like, he could just go in. Like,
nope,
like
he
the wall's
making
open.
the Nidus up.
Oh,
but the wall is open, and the Lings do get through. Do get a pretty good surround on these Hellions. SCVs are now trying to get something done, but I think that's really just sacrifice. Baneling, as you said, is coming on the way. And now all of these queens are going to be attacking here. The BC was forced completely back. Single tank going to try to do whatever damage it can, but there's nothing to deal with these queens up here in the main.
Yeah. Just, I don't know, like, even if he had those Hellions at home that he lost earlier, I don't know how much he could have done to prevent this, other than just denying the Nidus coming up. Yeah.
To really know, just Nidusing right on top of your opponents where they have vision. That is the ultimate disrespect, man. That is, I know I've won. You can't really deny me this anymore. Not so much disrespect, but more flexing, I guess.
Yeah, making another Nidus in the natural.
Gangnyo is actually walled in right now. So brutal. GG.
GG.
Ooh, Uply gonna be going up in this series. Whatchamacallit? 1-0. Yarpily is the whatchamacallit?
It's I don't trust thoughts. I don't think that's true at all. I'm not gonna say that. That's like some Vietnamese insult right there.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to... Oh, I think it's actually just cut off. Right. I'm just gonna see if I can change the dimensions real quick on my browser source. Yeah, it was pretty good, but then it got resized towards the end. A little bit unfortunate, but it happens. Meanwhile, what did you think of the game? Okay, I might be doing it wrong.
It's a pretty strong showing from Uplay.
Ripley?
Apparently, EBG was muted during his cast.
Oh, well, it happens.
It does. We both know that from our own personal streams. But yeah, from what I know, Upley is meant to be a pretty good player. Like he's, pretty often in the top 4 of these events.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
That is pretty. That's a pretty good showing. Then I guess you can sort of see why, with how brutal he can get.
Mm-hmm. I say top 4. Actually, he has won 3 of these events.
Oh, there we go.
There we
go. I think I'm about to give Kuro an aneurysm.
Why? Why are you giving her an aneurysm?
I am live resizing.
Oh god. Oh god.
Wait, I need to look on the actual challenge. No, that is far from the actual completed, the full bracket. Oh wait, maybe actually, wait.
But yeah, so far, Ao Dai Weekly have had 3 champions, kind of rotating between themselves. They have Uplay or Upley, Justice Simon, and Protosnam, aka how do you pronounce it? Thuklao.
Thuklao? I'm actually not sure myself. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
That
I'm
is...
just saying Protosnam. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Protosnam.
A distinct lack of Terran.
Could I please read Discord? Well, no. I can, but it doesn't tell me that I'm pinged.
Okay, so I'm gonna link it in Twitch, just in case. But this is the link to the Vietnamese stream on Facebook.
Tis. Oh right, they do mostly stream on Facebook.
Oh, the Ao Dai organizers, they stream on Facebook, and the Vietnamese Team League organizers stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not whatchamacallit, Twitch, which we're used to, but has its advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah, something different.
That's a big problem with YouTube, is you were talking about this a little bit, how the link always changes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same with Facebook as well. Like every stream has a unique link. So you don't have like a consistent link when it comes to like stuff like this.
I don't know how to fix this.
What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
The bracket scene. It's like cut off. It's cut off at the top. I don't know how to fix this.
What have you done? Can't you move it down? Can't you like expand?
Yeah, if I make the height to like the max, it still cuts off at the top.
Why?
I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't forget to accept.
Yep, I did. Maybe if I... Oh, it's really long. This is really long. I mean the height of the browser source.
As an update, we do have Stewie 2-0ing Kang Sam.
Kansamida.
Ooh, and where are we? And we're going to face Stewie in the next round, the winner of Uplai versus Neo.
Hey, Tavernal, thanks for the follow, mate.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
I hope you didn't follow for more of my production. That would have been... Oh, I'm getting somewhere.
You getting somewhere?
Yep, it's showing like the head, the peak. There's a little peak at the top of the... Oh, no, never mind.
You're just changing the size of it. I don't think you're moving. Like, you shouldn't be changing the size. You should be like...
No, you need to change the size so it gets all of it, right?
No.
Because that's how... Because if you move it just like this...
In the stream.
Huh?
I'm hijacking the stream. I typed to Yaku that he has to change the crop thingy.
Yeah.
Filters, crop. And then he has to change
there we go. That's how you do it. That's how it's done. There we go. That's how you change it. That's how you change it. What were the original values? Wait, what were the original values?
What were the original values?
That should be fine. Alright, filters, crop. There we go! I get the top now! Beautiful!
Alright, we're in game.
Beautiful.
The lobby's getting made.
Just in time. There we go. Beautiful. Divine intervention, as they say. Alright, so game number 2 seems like it's going to be on Triton or Thunderbird?
Yes.
Is it Triton? Is it Thunderbird?
I think it was Triton.
Right.
Triton. Yeah.
Triton. Now, I'm not too familiar. Is it loser's pick or is it vetoes? Because I know they vetoed earlier, but is that just like what maps they don't want to have?
I think they vetoed what maps they're not going to have, and then it's loser's pick.
Right. That makes sense. And then I assume that it's also... They veto, but then they choose the first map, but then after that it's loser's pick?
Look, we're just casters here.
Alright. We don't need to know organizational information.
Exactly. We're just here to cast. It's fine.
I just show up, I fiddle with the values of the browser source, and I say a couple words and then I go home. And by go home, I mean bed.
Nice. So Neo is having a couple of issues with his StarCraft, so it looks like we may be going to a different series.
Oh, right. I think he's open to... He did say in English he was open to maybe giving a walkover, but he does want to try one more time.
Yeah, yeah. The stream caught up so when Kuro came in. Oh my god. Look, we got there in the end. We wouldn't have gotten there without Kuro, but we got there. And it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so the walkover occurred. Uplai moves on.
Alright.
To face
Stewie 2000, or as he's known in games, Stewie ZK, which I assume is a play on Stewie 2K, Counter-Strike player.
Stewie also being on Blades of Ire.
Oh, all right. So I don't actually need to change too much. Hopefully.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of Blades of Ire players here.
Yeah.
And showing, coming out in force. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see.
Then alias. Wait, I don't remember how to do aliases. No, no. It's because I have it on the first one when I should have it on not the first one. Yeah, because that's teams. Ah, I am not smart. All right, so Upley gonna be our player from Heroes of God, our Zerg player, and Stewie 2000 gonna be our player from Blades of Ire.
Yeah, he's just having a little bit of an issue joining the party. But we'll get there. Okay, so Stewie is actually an alias. Who is he actually?
Who is he actually? That is a deep question.
Who is he
Who
actually?
is he actually? Is he a Counter-Strike player or is he a StarCraft player? Who is he?
Who was invited to this lobby? I'm trying to decipher who this person is.
Right. So we have Upley, EBG, our Vietnamese caster, and our two-time SEO champion? We've got Light VIP, who I don't know who they are. I think it's honestly a bot, to be honest. And then we have an unnamed. I can't, like, there's this big sort of, like, there's this big picture, right? And it says, like, Diamond 3, but if I mouse over it, it doesn't tell me who it is, so... It's the one with the Axiom logo. Like...
Right. A couple of other updates. Protosnam 2-0 Parkson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he has gone on to play against RPG AAT.
Ooh, we did see Protosnam earlier in the Grand Platypus Open where he took Demi to the wire. He did run out of steam a little bit towards the end, but, you know, can't really be helped. It is Protoss versus Zerg late game, so.
I was actually really impressed by his performance against Demi, to be honest.
Yeah. There were a lot of times where it felt like Demi would have been able to pounce and just end the game, but Protosnam just came out of nowhere and was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna just storm your stuff real quick and just blink over here, take a couple of shots here, and alright, cool, we'll reset. Meet you in the next engagement.
Yeah.
So definitely excited to see what Protosnam can pull off in this tournament. Might even see him in the finals potentially.
Potentially, I don't know how they're like organized and whether we'll be able to cast both semifinals or just the finals.
Or if we cast a bronze match as well.
Yeah, but it would be pretty sick because it looks like Protosnam is most likely will face Justice Simon.
Yeah, that will be a PvP to watch.
That'll be sick.
Stewie is QB, as we are now being told in chat.
Oh.
Or potentially told 2 minutes ago. No, we are being told now. It's this. We acknowledge it. No, but we also acknowledge it now. But it will only be broadcasted 2 hours into the future. Okay.
Yeah, QB being the captain for Blades of Ire, actually.
Oh.
Protoss player. Yeah.
The Protoss player. It's also the Fox Demon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The Naruto Fox Demon. Yeah.
Light Vip is also an alias. I think so too. Alright, vetoes are now underway. We're now just deciding the final format. Oh, Protostam is joining this party as well. Never mind.
What's happening? What is happening? Are we switching who we're casting? Is that what's happening? I think so.
Oh no!
I'm pretty sure we just switched, and now we're casting Protosnam versus RPG. RPG AAT.
Right.
Fuck it up. Okay.
So it is Protostam?
Yeah, Protosnam, who is teamless, versus RPG, who is on Blades of Fire.
Right.
RPG AAT. PvP.
Oh.
But like, holy shit! Like at the drop of a dime, suddenly, bam! They were kicked out of the party, and bam, 2 people were brought in, and then straight away the lobby was started, and we were like, oh my god, like what's happening?
That's how we roll. That's how they roll over in the Ao Dai Weekly.
Fucking did a switcheroo on us, man.
Did.
Had it planned out. But we're good. We're ready.
Good and ready. Oh, that's a barcode. Alright, and see. Nice. And speaking of the scene, here we have it. In the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Protoss, currently playing for Blades of Ire. We have the blue Protoss. We have known here as a barcode, but also known as RPG AAT. And in the bottom right-hand corner map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner map. I hope I didn't mess something up in casting tool, because I'm not too familiar with how that works. Because I'm pretty sure I have him listed as the first player, but it is fine. We have the yellow Protoss, so was it Terran, taking Debbie to the wire earlier today. We have Protosnam. Okay, so it somewhat worked. Yeah.
Yeah. So remember, the first player that you load into is
that's player
one.
one.
Yes.
But you can't change it. You can't change the casting tool once you're in game, though, which is
Yeah.
That's like, how does it work? Alright, both players opening up double Stargate. Stargate? No, Gateway is what I meant.
Yes, double gateway. So something that's a little bit confusing to me. So if you look at RPG, he's a barcode on clan DC3.
Yep.
And I think that's the clan tag for Dirty Cheesers.
Oh, you're right, it is.
Yeah, so I don't I don't understand.
Look, I think as we establish, if Mio Micah can play for Hong Kong All-Stars, then
you're right. Yeah, okay.
I think that might be his clan tag, but he just doesn't play for them in the league, maybe? I don't really know. Or he plays for them in the league, but he's not actually. Like he's on loan?
I don't understand.
Do they do that in VTL?
Potentially.
This one probe gonna get away with his life right at the very end. Gonna have a nice little scout on RPG. Meanwhile, RPG also getting a good little look at Protosnam's base. Oh, the pylon block.
Nice.
Nicely done by, well, it is kind of nicely done by RPG, but these stalkers are gonna ignore the pylon.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to be aggressive across the map, and just potentially deny the Nexus that way.
Well, a wise man did once say, why would you get a second base in PvP?
It's very possible. I think another Stalker is going to come out in time, but they could jump on the sentry and potentially kill the sentry.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
It's protected. It's safe. And, they do poke away at the pylon.
Definitely do. 2 stalkers will out DPS a single stalker, as we've so learned, but 3 stalkers will out DPS 2.
Yeah. 2 stalkers are about to finish up,
doing
and
a pretty good job. Yep, doing a pretty good job kiting this, so he doesn't actually lose that 1 stalker. But Protoss now, he is being careful as well on his own, keeping that injured stalker in the back, but he's gonna get sniped, but also sacrificed. But 2 more stalkers come out. What are we looking at? Oh, it's a game of stalkers right now. Like.
Yeah, except there's still more stalkers coming out from RPG, and the shield battery is getting made. So when that
he
finishes,
focuses on the weakened one. RPG does so as well. This is what are we looking at?
Yeah, just RPG with the defender's advantage. You know, he's just coming out on top in these trades.
Okay.
And still there is no Nexus coming out of Protoss now.
Oh, I completely I completely didn't look at the minimap. There is a proxy robo.
There is.
Alright,
and
that can be the great equalizer as single immortal.
Yeah. I would just keep poking, right? Keep poking and waste away that shield battery energy. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Keep poking. Make sure you don't want to lose. Well, if he wants to be more cautious, if he's not too confident in his control, then it does make sense to back off and wait for the immortal to come out. And
he does evacuate the natural though, which I think is very smart. You know, he's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try. You have an immortal.
Absolutely. These adepts are going to try to be a little bit annoying in the mineral line, but not going to be able to get too much done in the end.
Yeah, he only kills 2 probes.
Yeah, Protoss now being very careful. Gonna have to see if he can engage up ramp.
Yeah. Again, from RPG's perspective, it's okay to lose that natural. Like, Protoss Nam doesn't have a natural. Like, he's not losing anything from that. He just needs to survive because he's very much all in.
It's extremely all in at this point.
Yeah, and pushing up this natural is very risky. I do think that shield battery is a little bit late though. Like it hasn't even started yet, and with like 2 immortals now. Does he have 2? No, he has the second one on the way.
The second one is being chronoed out. This observer providing high ground vision. GG's call. Protest now. Got to be able to take that game 1-0.
Yeah. I guess RPG, he didn't realize what was really happening until it was too late. Like maybe he thought that it was just some stalker pressure and he could just fend it off and he'll be fine.
I mean, if I thought it was just stalker pressure and I had the complete look at the map, then
exactly. I don't know what that says about you or about RPG.
No, I mean, you know,
I do feel that, you know, when he knew it wasn't all in, like when he evacuated his natural, he should have like immediately thrown down shield batteries on top of his ramp, and started his own immortal production. Or
maybe they do cost. It does cost quite a bit of minerals and gas, though, which I guess is
maybe not. Maybe not immortal production, but maybe some sentries, you know, to force field the ramp to like just buy more time to be able to get shield batteries and more defense up.
Absolutely. But we shall see how we'll do, how he'll fare in game 2, which will be on Disco Bloodbath. LE.
Again, I don't think, like, his micro was pretty good. Like, he was defending well when it was Stalkers versus Stalkers.
Made sure to pull back his weakened Stalkers while still getting some damage out.
Yeah, and his macro was doing fairly well as well. Just caught a little bit off guard by that immortal and by that proxy, which he had no idea about, right? Yeah. Well played.
Well played indeed.
As you said before, we are getting into Disco Bloodbath, which
LE
is the best map.
It is a pretty good map. I don't know about best map, but it is a pretty good map.
It's pretty good. A lot of people don't like it, but there's a disco dance floor. What's not to like?
You can dance on top of the blood bath of units dying.
Exactly. We are waiting for Protoss Nam, I think.
We're waiting for somebody to
We're waiting for someone.
Yep.
Someone.
We're waiting for someone. Anyone. Anyone at this point, you know?
Exactly.
If you are Vietnamese and you are a Protoss player and you're able to play in the series, then
We're waiting for you.
oh, EBG getting a little bit ballsy. Okay, Protoss is back anyway.
Okay. All right. Oh, game is starting.
And we shall see I think really that first game set the tone of what kind of PvP we're gonna see in throughout the series.
I kind of hope RPG, is aggressive himself, right? Like after a game like that, I want some proxies. That's what I want.
And speaking of RPG, here we have him, the player 1 that we spawned on top of the blue Protoss, spawning in the sort of up and left-ish area of the map. The blue
like 10 o'clock?
Protoss, yeah, the 10 o'clock, with the tag DC3, but apparently also Blades of Ire, mayhaps the information could be wrong. Please do verify if you're able to in chat.
Someone verify it.
No, verify. Information fairy. We have not Upley, RPG. It's known as barcode.
AAT.
RPG. Oh, what does the AAT stand for? I wonder now. And in the bottom-ish, right-ish area of the map, spawning in the bottom-ish, right-ish area of the map, we have the yellow Protoss, having a very nice forge skin on that Nexus. Look at that. Look at that. Just can we get some panorama? Look at that. And then the thingy decal just brings it all home. The yellow Protoss going up 1-0 very quickly in a very brutal manner. We have Protossnam. Currently teamless.
He was asking to get in touch with like Aussie clans or just a team in general to see who can take him on.
Hong Kong All-Stars.
Hong Kong All-Stars, yeah. Just get everyone who's not from Hong Kong.
Exactly. Ooh, I thought for a second that was Protossnam's pylon being built. Nope, it will be just a regular one. That is RPG's pylon on the inside of the map, though.
This is it. This is what I wanted. I want RPG to just go crazy. I want a Stargate.
You want him to go crazy with the A. You want RPG to go crazy with the AAT.
Exactly. That's what I want. Just give us something. Just retaliate. Like Protoss. He proxied. He proxied against you.
He proxied you. What are you
gonna let him get away with
that? Take that? Nah, man. Alright, Protossnam is scouting a little bit, and he does see that Nexus is not coming in on time this time. That's gonna be a Robo this time. Hell yeah. Gonna go for the same build. Well, maybe not the same build, but the same building.
Yeah.
Protossnam might be... Oh, nope. He might be tipped off a little bit.
Oh my god, he's gonna scout it! Does he see it?
Oh, does he see it? Does he see it? He does.
He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it.
He doesn't see it.
He doesn't see it.
He does not see it.
Oh no, but he's chasing the probe. And the
probe is moving away. No, but he shapes in anyway, and now he does see it. Protossnam.
If it wasn't for that probe.
This magic to this man. He was there when it was written.
Mate, that probe gave it away. If that probe wasn't there, then
Sokka's gonna try to come in to save this position, but back at home, Protossnam already getting in position, getting his shield battery out, getting his robo facility as well to try to deal with that as best he can.
Yeah, the Sokka's
be out though, quite quickly.
Yeah.
And Protossnam doesn't quite have enough to deal with that. Ooh, once again, nice little kiting from Protossnam. Not gonna lose that depth unnecessarily. A lot of shield batteries being placed down immediately. Robo facility is just about gonna finish, and an immortal is on the way. I said an immortal is on the way. An immortal is on the way. Protossnam, please. An immortal. Protossnam.
There's no immortal on the way.
Protossnam.
There's no immortal on the way.
Well, the Prism is on the way from RPG though, and that's gonna be uber useful. It's gonna be able to lift.
Yeah, now the immortal is on the way from.
There we go.
Yeah. And this is going to be really hard to break into because there are already, unlike last game, there are 3 shield batteries in place, and there's an immortal coming out, as well as with the force fields.
Look at this main base though. Look at how exposed that is with the warp prism. He doesn't need to try to break this location because he can just elevator straight up.
He's feeling really aggressive with this though. Potentially the warp prism could get sniped,
yeah,
but he does.
But the immortal isn't out yet, and so a lot of damage is able to get done on these stalkers. Now the immortal is out, and a lot of the shield batteries are focused on him. Not really elevating these too much. Going to use it more for reinforcements and a little bit of juggling. Oh, he loses immortal. Protostam lost his immortal.
Yeah, RPG just saved his immortal.
Well alive. I think
oh
RPG
my god, the
should be able to just take this game.
Yeah, like I think he just has enough.
Yep.
There is an immortal on the way from Protostam, but it's too late. Like it's not going to get there in time.
Out of energy, already starting to get deleted, and more stalkers get warped in from RPG.
Yeah, he is wasting a little bit of time because that immortal is about to pop out, and it can potentially hold. Here come all the probes getting pulled as well.
Yeah, a lot of these units are actually really injured. Now, there a little bit of shields have been able to get restored.
Yeah, and the immortal's going ham. He's killing everything.
He's killing everything. The immortal is down. Not enough stalkers to really deal with this warp prism, but at the same time, a lot of workers have gone down for Protest now, but he is not that far behind.
Yeah, the worker count isn't that different, and he did lose. RPG did lose his own immortal as well. So,
and now with the stalkers up here, it's not easy for RPG to really get in with the warp prism, but there are some spots. These stalkers are not in place here.
It's all about continuing to macro behind this. I think at this point, I don't know, it could be over. He is making one more immortal, you can see, but he's only just starting it now, and Protostam has this opportunity to stabilize once again.
Almost lost a warp prism.
Loses
a single stalker. You don't want to get that. Oh, almost moved in range of the stalker. Would have been unfortunate.
Yeah, and the problem is he didn't finish off those shield batteries that were down there, and they've been regaining their energy again, so like he can continue to use them. Oh my god,
a little bit risky though. Immortals are starting to get caught out by even these adepts if there are enough of them. A single immortal does get focused down from RPG, but Protostam's
oh my god.
Yeah, no more immortals. He was building a warp prism behind this. He got a little too ballsy towards the end there.
Exactly.
And he absolutely paid for it. Shade just doesn't really care about that adept. And I think RPG, it looked like he was gonna get out of this game. Like, it looked like he maybe threw his lead, but he did manage to get out in the end. But Protostam is holding on. He does lose. Okay, GG.
GG is cool.
I was gonna say, he is losing on the army supply battle, but in the end, just...
It was all about that immortal count.
Absolutely was. Just moving them out. Yeah, moving them out in the open without the warp prism, I think, was just way too risky for Protostam.
Yeah, his 2 immortals just got caught outside of the range of the shield battery in the middle of the map, and that just swung it into RPG's favor. If it wasn't for that, I think Protostam could have defended with his shield batteries at his natural, and he would have been fine. You know, had a couple stalkers in his main to ward off the warp prism, because the warp prism was almost dead as well, right? Like, you don't need that much to defend against that. But he just got a little bit too eager, and 1-1, tied up series.
Yep, sideways.
Sideways.
And we wanted to see Protostam versus Justice Simon. This is a PvP you want to watch.
This is a PvP. They've both proxied each other. What's gonna happen?
They took turns. They're both gonna no rush 20 minutes.
They're both gonna macro up.
Yep.
Complete, like, 3
just
bases.
Full on sky toss. They're gonna split the map 50-50.
God damn. No, you know what I want to see? I want to see them proxy each other. That's what I want to see. Proxy each other.
I'm more of daunted. I want to see Protostam versus Protostam. Can we get a show match down?
Where's Nam? Where is she?
Where is Nem? Why isn't she playing? Why isn't she not
Fucking-
Vietnamese?
Ping her. What's happening? Oh my god.
Alright, Ephemeron is going to be our ace match. RPG is eager. He is ready to go for it. Protoss Nam gonna take a little quick second to just reevaluate.
Yeah. I mean, again, he almost had that game. Like, if he had just chilled out at home, like in his base, like he would have been fine. But, you know,
Sometimes you just gotta go. Sometimes you just gotta go, and it's telling you you just gotta go. But sometimes you shouldn't actually.
both players saying go, go, go.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta go, go, go. Sometimes you just gotta no.
Yeah.
And speaking of no, here we have it tied up sideways 1-1 on Ephemeron LE. I'm not going to use LE because that is a steel trademark, and I'm not sure if I can use it. Even though he did give permission, I just don't know if I'm able to use it.
He will sue.
He will sue. Are you kidding me? Have you seen his lawyers?
Have you seen him?
He will. In the bottom right hand corner of the map, swinging in the bottom right hand corner of the map, we have the blue Protoss. Now with the fort skin, I think earlier he used the golden age skin. The blue Protoss, he got proxied and then he proxied back. We have, playing for Dirty Cheeser and Blades of Fire, potentially somebody verified that information, we have RPG AAT. But you know him as a barcode. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, swinging in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the yellow Protoss. Always had the forge skin. Very nice skin. Decal really brings it home. The clan thingy thing that's just a portrait also brings it home. About to get scouted right now, but, you know, no big deal. He is going double gas, which is a little bit concerning, but we have the yellow Protoss. Currently teamless. Ignored his clan logo. Currently teamless. He would really like to join a Vietnamese/Oceanian/C/Hong Kong team. We have Protoss Nam.
Dude, as you were doing the first intro, I saw yellow buildings on the map, and I was about to go crazy, but they were
Right.
just rocks. fucking team colors, man.
Frickin' team colors.
But both players.
I mean, both
opening up
players are on different teams, so.
fairly standard, mirroring each other. They're both going for that double adept, which is pretty interesting. Last couple of games, they haven't had those openings. They've had stalker openings instead.
Well, typically the one who went stalker opening was the one who was gonna cheese.
True, very true. But Protoss Nam does now know that there are.
Ooh, this is going to be our
Adepts.
first deviation from RPG.
Ooh.
But meanwhile, over on Protoss Nam's base, I don't believe any of them actually got Twilight Council this game.
The series.
This series. Look, this game as well. Protoss Nam only now. Protoss Nam just got it like a while ago, but you know, nobody has gotten it so far.
Yeah. With this Twilight Council potentially going for a Blades or Charge. We wouldn't see Charge.
I think Phoenix Adept maybe.
Phoenix Adept out of Protoss Nam.
No, out of RPG.
Out of RPG, yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to figure out what Protoss Nam has in mind with this.
Oh, that's
Twilight
actually going to
Council.
be a Void Ray.
Oh, okay. And two adepts do get into the base.
Are able to take
Gets
out
how many?
a handful, and by handful I mean 4 workers. Right at the end, getting one more. And yep, it is
shield-
going to be Glaives. And
That shield battery not getting done in time. Just finishes after the harass finished.
that is painful for any player.
Yeah, and we do have an Oracle coming out as well. Okay.
Right, okay, interesting.
Yeah, I feel like you can get a lot of utility out of the Oracle. But we do
So I
see
think-
a lot of glaives coming out.
Yeah, I think Protoss is going for that Warp Prism Adept timing, where you get glaives all the way in and then just kill every single worker that your opponent has.
Did he
Typically,
get the
you see
Void
that
Ray or did
more
he
in-
cancel?
He got the Void Ray, yep.
He got the Void Ray? Okay, because I think we're going to see some weird base trade potentially go on. Because he finished the Shade, so he doesn't have any any Adepts down here to hold.
And Protoss does not have any anti-air units.
Yeah, the Void Ray just holds on. Yeah, he's fine. Okay, then I guess it was a good call, because I was a little bit worried when RPG finished the Shade and his Adepts were on the other side of the map, but yeah, look at that. Gets to kill a pylon for free and deny a Nexus.
This Void Ray is chasing down. Okay, never mind. Thought they were chasing down the Adepts all the way back home, but nope. Just gonna chase them to the middle of the map.
Yeah, he will lose these Adepts, RPG.
Yeah, that is pretty negligible though, all things considered. Like, he was
Potentially.
able to deny that Nexus, or delay that
Yeah.
Nexus twice, so...
Yeah.
Alright, now bringing down a couple Stalkers to try to deal with the single Void Ray, while the Glaive Adepts take care of anything else, really. But is
Yeah,
it going to be
luckily-
that effective?
He does. Oh my god, here come the two Oracles. Will he have enough to defend
doesn't
at
actually
home?
see
Out
it.
Those two Oracles.
I don't think so. He does have the shield battery on his main mineral line, so that should help quite a bit. But it is still
But there's
double
nothing for
Oracle.
RPG.
It will.
There's nothing here.
There isn't. And 5, all things considered, it could have been worse. 5 workers went down so far. Oh, focusing on the net sentry, and that's not really what you want to do.
Ooh,
as
the recall.
oracles. Does chase these away. The shield battery, okay, it still has energy. Thought maybe it ran out.
Oh, it's still going. There's still more worker kills.
Yeah, we'll see, out of Protest Nam killing workers of RPG.
Yeah, he's gonna kill these
And
shield
still
batteries for
lose,
free as well.
Quite a bit of infrastructure here, yeah.
Yeah.
Is using Shades to just draw his army back. RPG would much rather rely on the Oracles to come in, have a little bit of a multi-pronged defense. I should be able to actually chase down these Adepts. Oh, one Oracle is out of energy. Would
Yeah,
you say
after
that
all
it's wasted
this-
energy? I wouldn't say so. I mean, you are killing actual units that cost quite a bit of resources.
Well, I don't think they
not
would
too
have.
much.
I don't think they would have had an opportunity to kill any more workers. Like
The
otherwise.
Stalkers
So-
were out.
Yeah.
And this is looking to be a pretty scary push from RPG. Protest Sam back at home, only now getting his shield battery into
Yes.
natural. He will have an Immortal out by the time this hits, maybe? Yeah, it should be down, but the Oracles are still going to be in his main.
Yeah,
Stalkers should
I
be
don't
able
think-
to chase that away, but better back down.
Yeah.
That at home, this is a lot of Adepts. No Glaives, but it's still a lot of Adepts. Not
Yeah,
too
but
much to
they're
deal with the
Adepts
Void
there.
Ray, but he is
Oh,
trying
he
to target
does
them
jump on
down.
the Immortal.
Does get a drop on the Immortal, and RPG's own Immortal starting to take out Protoss Dam's Immortal count.
Yeah, the
Nice
shield
little-
battery's not done.
Yep, nice.
Like, they're
mineral
only
rock
just finishing up
from
now.
Protoss Nam does able to get that surround, but he is losing a lot of workers. GG's. Where is my GG button? You gotta give me a little bit of time before you call GG. And also, apparently, my phone isn't recognizing my finger. Okay, now it does, but now apparently I can't get. Alright, so Protoss Nam, who I thought was going to be pretty favored to maybe get to the finals even, going to be barely taken out. And
Yeah. I did not expect that. But that game was, he played that out really well. Like he was
Absolutely
defending against the Adepts at home, and just Protoslam being a little bit too greedy potentially because he didn't have any infrastructure to defend his natural. Like those shield batteries were very last minute.
I think RPG was able to get straight into the head of Protoss Nam, looked in, saw, okay, I know how you're gonna play. Meanwhile, you don't know how you're gonna play, so I'm gonna make it so you're gonna play a little scared.
Yeah, because Protoslam, he never really had an answer for the oracles and the void rays. So they did continue to like be useful and deal damage. Like the void ray was like perfect for defending against those adepts. Like they couldn't really do anything to stop that. And with his oracles, he was able to go in, snipe sentries, snipe workers. Like, yeah, it was really well played by RPG.
And as such, he will be headed to the semifinals. Not sure if they hold semifinals or not, but we'll cast whatever is available to be casted. Looks like we're about to cast Uplay Upley versus Stewie next. Not sure what
AKA QB.
Mm-hmm. Do we know what the score is?
We will find out.
We will indeed.
In the middle of their series, if they're 1-1, if they're 1-0.
In the meantime, feel free to look at our Twitter.com at CranKy_Ducklings. Join our Discord server and sign up for the Masters 1 Open that will be this Friday. Or the Grand Platypus Open, which will be next week, Sunday. Also remember to hydrate your Hydras. I am going to do that now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be game 1 of QB versus Uplay. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem like they started their series.
Could be a myriad of reasons. Don't have to go full on Sherlock Holmes's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and potentially, I don't know if I'm saying this too soon, but we may have a new champion for Ao Dai. As we have been, rotating between Uplay, Protoslam, and Justice Simon. But like, if RPG, has a good showing today, like he just beat an Ao Dai champion, right? Like he has the potential to win. Like in a PvP, he could beat Justice Simon. Like, I don't know.
We shall see. Justice Simon, I don't think I've seen one game of his PvP, that being in the Vietnam Team League, where he played for Heroes of God, I want to say, maybe Dirty Cheeser. I think he played for Dirty Cheeser, actually, now that I think about it. You can verify this. I can hear you typing, and I'm like, oh, Blade's probably going to verify that.
I'm checking. I don't see him.
Well, I think Justice Simon was the one.
He's on VK. He's on VK game.
VK, right? Okay, so it was VK versus Dirty Cheeser. Yeah. Wait, so was it Justice Simon who actually played more cheesy than his Dirty Cheeser opponent?
Potentially. I remember being disappointed in Dirty Cheeser's ability to cheese.
Well, for that one game. They
for that first game.
They made it up to us the next 3.
Yeah.
Or them being a 2v2.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Alright.
Huh. Interesting.
Very interesting.
So, do you know Weebu?
Weebu. He was a player in VTL, wasn't he?
VTL.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was RPG.
Ah.
Dude, it's coming to... I'm investigating the...
all coming together.
So Weebu was RPG.
Not Weeaboo.
Right?
Weebu.
No, Weebu. Yeah.
Weebu. Not Weeaboo.
Weebu, right? He was watching GPO.
Ah.
Weebu joined our server earlier today.
It's all coming together.
The fucking investigation is real.
Tis.
I need to make a note of this because Weebu asked if he could play an MSO.
I mean,
So I'm just gonna take a note of this.
so QB is from Blades of Fire, is he not?
QB. Yes.
Sweet.
He's the team captain of Blades of Fire.
Ah. Oh shoot, how do you remove an alias?
It's a good question.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, sure.
No, wait, in-game name goes first. Right, I remember this now.
Yes. In-game name is first, correct.
Beautiful. Got it all down. And Upley is from Heroes of God, it seems. Unless he
yes.
isn't. Right, see, I have memory.
Nah. He's on
I
Heroes of
have
God.
16 gigs of memory.
Oh, nice. I'm just doing some more investigating. Hold on.
Right. Gonna have a Bat Light Man. Bat Light.
Yeah, just
The world's
confirming
greatest
a couple of
detective.
things. Okay, so in that VK versus Dirty Cheeser, we watched Justice Simon versus Weebu.
Right.
And Justice Simon won 1-0 on Disco Bloodbath.
There we go.
Alright, joining the lobby. First game will be on
Thunderbeard.
Thunderbird.
Thunderbeard.
TVZ.
Oh, the in-game name is Love Gal Gal. Alright, I'm gonna have to... So it is QB.
Yeah, QB.
Alright. Sweet.
I have so many tabs open.
Look, we'll see if it works. We'll see if casting tool
it-
works or not.
Is it QB? Blades of
We'll
Fire
see if-
page may be wrong.
It is
because
not. It is Love Gal Gal because we are in the first semifinals. The first semifinals.
Fucking
I just look at the bracket now.
Okay, it's not. It's oh my god. Then who's Love Gal Gal?
Love Gal
Okay.
Gal.
QB's already knocked out. That's why. That's why I
Right,
didn't make it.
yeah. And I was not able to change it before we got in game. So, in the top left-hand corner, in the top left-hand corner map, we have the Green Terran representing his team, or lack thereof, as well as Vietnam, I'm gonna say. I'm pretty sure the players are Vietnamese. We have the first semifinalist, potentially a finalist for tonight, and the second Terran that we've casted tonight, but the first series was very short. We have Love Gal Gal. I forgot to switch a scene. And in the the bottom right-hand corner of the map, starting in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Zerg, representing Heroes of God, as well as Vietnam. We have the brutal, very brutal Zerg player who came into the semifinals in a brutal and quick fashion. We have Upley. Or potentially Uplay, or potentially Uplay, or potentially Uplay, or potentially, yeah, Uplay.
Yeah.
Alright, Love Gaga getting a nice little scout. Don't see anything too out of the ordinary.
Eventually, we need to confirm with him how to pronounce his name. Oh,
We do. Do we know?
Look at this.
That
Look at
is
this.
a bunker coming out right now that is not seen.
He's
does
gonna
not
be on
see
Dirty
this.
Cheeses.
He's
Right?
gotta be. He's got to.
He does see it now. What will his reaction to this be? Will he
I mean,
go
there's
straight for roaches?
there's no proxy racks anywhere on the map, so this might just be a
Is it
fake out.
Yeah.
It has to be a fake out. He's not gonna slowly walk his marine. As I say that, he is now slow walk.
God damn it. What's he doing?
Well,
Oh, there was already a Marine. Wow, okay.
there was already a marine making its way across. Yeah, and now getting his supply depot block as well. He is slowly moving his marines forward. What is
That's
happening?
interesting. He's so confident that he's gonna kill the natural that he's denying the third. I
Yeah,
don't.
the SCV is no longer there to repair. This bunker
Yeah.
will go down very, very soon. Gonna take out a couple of links for his trouble, but was it worth it in the end? Doesn't manage to get the salvage.
What's that? He killed 6 lings, delayed the third. Is he gonna cancel the supply depot?
He does in the end.
Nice. Okay. He forces out a bunch of extra lings.
Right.
I'm a bit worried if he counterattacks with these lings as soon as speed kicks in. Like there's nothing at home. He has marines. Marines are gonna fucking die. Like what's?
Well, he's just about to move across the map now, and speed
Yeah.
is right about done. We shall see what he does with these links, splitting them up a little bit just to see if there's anything off in the sides that he needs to be aware of. No wall up here,
yeah.
and 4
There's no
very
wall.
vulnerable
There's no
marines.
supply depot.
Although that being said, there's not too many Zerglings here, so he wouldn't be able to get that
Yeah.
very fantastic surround. Nice little body block now, finally, with the supply depots from
If he had
Lefgao.
committed more and made more Zerglings and like just gone straight across the map, he could have potentially killed all those marines and then just denied the natural, forced it to lift up. But he is a little bit more cautious. He did scout out the 2 corners of the map first. He just pokes in, and he's comfortable with just continuing the game and macroing up, getting that third, droning up. And yeah, it's a good call. Like he's
Absolutely.
confident in it. Fine.
Meanwhile, Gao going to bio, man after my own heart. That is the classic or good old triple racks marine reactor on the factory. Okay, so it's not going to be marine tank yet anyway.
This is very, very marine heavy.
Definitely is.
so
I'm
we
thinking
won't be
Hellbats
seeing-
maybe?
Potentially Hellbats, yeah.
Oh,
it
he
would
could
be-
go straight to mines though.
He could go for a mine drop, maybe.
Without Hellions, right, so probably gonna switch them into, getting the armory down, so it's definitely gonna
Yeah.
be Hellbats. Yeah, it would have been weird to see mines out without tunneling claws, or digging claws, or drilling claws. So
Yeah,
many
either one of
units,
those.
so many upgrades called something claws. I mean, I'm surprised we don't have something like a Ling upgrade, which is like, yeah, no, massive claws.
You okay? you're alright. Yeah. Oh my god! All right, so
This
we
push
have
is
this.
about to get spotted. There was already a changeling there, so Uplay should
Yeah,
be
yeah.
more than ready for this. Banelink's already out.
He does have stim. 1-1 is. Oh my god! Those Hellions just get immediately
Three of
surrounded.
those, but 3 of those Banelings though do get cancelled on a single Hellion though.
True. And 1-1 is still a ways off. I don't know if he should even be pushing like this
Well,
without
Stim
it.
is complete, and he is moving his medevacs on the way. A single medevac,
True,
anyway.
true. He's being
Does
very
have-
aggressive with this as well, with
Yeah.
with the middle mineral patches already like mined out.
Gonna
so he's
split this up. Not yet. Just realized that there's a
Yeah, he's-
changeling yet.
Yeah, he still has a changeling in there, so he can see all of this. So he should feel confident in his own positioning. He does have a couple of Hellbats. Again, he did lose those
That can
Hellions at
soak
the
up.
beginning, so
Yep. Hellbats can soak up a little bit of splash damage. Not
they can
too
soak up
much,
quite a bit.
but yeah.
yeah.
Oh, he's going to be very careful. A lot of these banelings ignore the Hellbats and go straight for the Marines. The splits are very nice, but I think there's just enough numbers here for Uply or Upply.
Exactly. He only just manages to push that back. Like, imagine that push with 4 more Hellbats. Like he barely had enough.
Imagine
like,
that
to
push
hold back.
with a tank or two.
That's true. I don't know. Potentially. But yeah. Uply does confidently hold that back or push that back. And he's on 4 bases now. You know,
Yep.
he's still droning up in the middle of this. He's getting out his Banes. He's working on his upgrades. Again, I'm not too sure, but I think he pushed out. Was that before or after 1-1 kicked in for Terran?
Before 1-1 kicked in for Terran, but Russ just about as Stim was about to be completed.
Okay. It's questionable. We do have +2 coming up for Terran though. And he's going for this drop, which could potentially deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, he needs to not get cut up by a Spore Crawler. And this is a
Yeah.
huge roast about to come in, but not actually getting that connections that he really needs. And the Banelings are just able to clean this out, and not a single drone. They've been weakened, but they have not been killed.
I do think that he traded fairly well with the army because he did kill a lot of wings and
Yeah.
he did soak up a lot of Banes. But ideally, you do want to go for those worker kills.
Oh,
and he didn't get
absolutely.
any.
You
Look,
do not want the Zerg player to snowball a lead. That is 70 workers versus 45.
yeah, that's a huge worker advantage, and just over time, he's just gonna overwhelm him. Like right now, he has an upgrade lead, but 1-1 is about to finish, and when that happens, you know, we have a Spire coming out as well. Like he's just gonna overwhelm unless we see Love Gao Gao just do like an amazing.
He's just
push,
continuing
which
to
is what he's working
stream
on.
units across the map. He wants to get something done with this push. But
Yeah,
I don't
he
know. I
needs
don't
to.
know if he's going to get it.
Yeah, we see another changeling come. Oh, he's
Oh, there's a
spotted
lot of
immediately.
links, banelings. And they do crash straight in. A lot of them actually connecting with the Marauders, so it's not as bad as it could have been.
Oh my God,
But there's
that's
no
the
medevac
shot.
support.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it's very questionable from Love Gao Gao, I think. And he's probably had success with this style of play in the past. He is a fairly highly ranked player. But it's not going to work out against Upply, who is another highly ranked player.
Well, to be fair, like in the beginning, there was a changeling with the army the entire time, right? So he
Right,
knew what
yeah.
was happening. If it wasn't for that, maybe things could have worked out differently. But
Bailing
like
job
the
gonna come
entire
out
time,
from
he had
Upply.
vision. Yeah. And again, he's on 4
Going
bases now.
straight
No,
for the
he's
main.
working on his 5th base. Upply is. It's just. Ugh.
Oh, this Widowmine gonna get caught out. Unfortunate, but it does tell Love Gao Gao that something is coming up. Double bailing drop. One of them going to be in the main. Nope, turns away at the end, but one of them in the natural.
Ooh.
9 workers, just like that. Skadoosh. And these legs are looking to get a flank, but does get caught in the Widowmine. That is actually as good as a connection as it can get from Love Gao Gao.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
But
over in the
19.
3rd base, yeah, even more workers die to Banelings. 30 versus
Yeah.
48, 84 right now. And the army
And
supply
Love Gao
is
Gao just-
even, but a lot of them are in these medevacs.
Yeah. Again,
Or
he's like
being
he feels.
produced.
He feels forced to push out and try and end it, right? Like he just lost so many SCVs. Like he has to try and do something.
Well, Upply
oh my
is
God, but it's
still
gonna get
only
caught
on
out.
Lingbane. Okay, I was
He
gonna
loses
say those
all his
Widowmines are gonna be
Widowmines.
really good versus Lingbane, but yeah, he just lost them.
Yeah. He does have a
Drop coming
Spire, but he
down.
doesn't.
Oh, that's gonna be a Ling drop from Upply.
Yeah.
And Upply just consistently has the units here to repel a push from Love Gao Gao.
Yeah, the one thing he has going for him is that there is no anti-air. Like, he has a Spire, but he hasn't really made anything out of it, so he can keep, like, working
Somebody's
around
been
with his
reading
metavacs,
Terracraft.
but-
Is this the idea where you put out 2 Lings in one base and then you put the bulk of your drop into the main base?
That was in Terracraft?
Yeah. Well, the Marines. It was with Marine Harass rather than Ling Harass.
Okay.
It's a
Well,
TY
least-
build, but yeah. Something that is not TY is Lings just completely obliterating a base. Upley going to be up 1-0 in his best of 3 semifinals.
GG.
Do we know if the finals are best of 5?
I can check. Hold on. Okay, finals are a best of 5, and the
There we
third place
go.
match is played.
Casted,
As-
you mean?
Yeah, it is casted because. Oh,
Is that a best of 5 as well?
No, best of 3.
Ah.
But it is played as the top 3 players get paid.
Ah. Brilliant. Acropolis is going to be our next map. That will be Love Gaga's choice. What do you think about Acropolis? I mean, we did see early on today there was a little bit of a position that you could get Niduses on, assuming that your opponent isn't paying too much attention. Or even so, if so long as you can multi-prong with the Nidus.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this choice coming out of Love Gaga. Acropolis, I feel like in general is a Zerg flavored map. When it comes to, you know, being able to macro up and harass. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this choice, but we'll see. Maybe he has something planned. We did see like an attempted bunker rush.
And it almost kind of worked, even though it was even though there was no proxy ranks.
Yeah.
And by kind of work, I mean it could have done a lot more damage if that SCV had more health and wasn't immediately targeted down.
I'd say it could have done more damage if it was proxied. Like the rest.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's a little bit of an odd choice, but I suppose that's what happens when the rush distance is long, but there are minerals that you can make it shorter. And speaking of minerals, that does not apply on this map because it is Acropolis LE where the Parthenon resides. It is also a fairly long rush distance map, I should say. And in the top left of this map, it is the green Terran. I don't know why I went for red. I think it was because I was looking at the logo and it was kind of red. The green Terran representing. You told me what team he was on, but I completely forgot what it was. He is Blades of Ire. Representing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's just, I don't know. Here's Love Gao Gao. Oh shoot, I have it in Blades of Fire. I'll cast it too. And in the bottom right corner, so in the bottom right corner map, we have the red Zerg. Now I know for a fact he is representing Heroes of God, and I might be wrong. Never mind, I don't know it for a fact, but I'm pretty confident he is representing Heroes of God. He is the red Zerg, up 1-0. He only needs to win this map, and he makes it to the finals. And I think he might be able to, just because of what we seen him do on this map earlier. We have Upley. Or Uply, or Uply, or Uplay, or Erply.
I am confirming that he does play for Heroes of God.
Sweet.
Confirming.
Much faster pool and much faster Link Team 6 out this time from Uply. Marine first from Love Gao Gao once again, actually foregoing his natural base for a quicker factory. This is the TY special, or the special build.
What is the special build?
It's factory before CC, so you can get some defense up. Yep. Typically you want it with a Cyclone, but he's going straight for the Widowmine this time.
Interesting. So is this for defense?
Yeah, typically. But you normally see it in TVP if you think that your opponent's gonna proxy you. So
yeah, it's an interesting choice. Did he SCV scout? Like, did he see that there were these slings coming? Or?
Yeah, I want to say he did. Not. No, I want to say he did. But I don't actually know. I just want to say he did.
This is a very interesting opener. I guess, like, in doing this,
yep.
Like, he skips out on his Reaper.
Loses
but,
the supply depot.
Yeah.
That is ouch. That is a huge ouch.
That's a lot of
Okay, I think
damage
it's actually okay. It's actually probably going to be a what's it called? Hellion into Hellbat drop.
It's an all in.
Now that he's getting all in. Now that he's getting the armory out.
Yeah, he's getting an armory. He's on one base, but like this, the problem is that this was immediately scouted by those 6 lings. Like he knows there's a Widow Mine at least.
Yeah, he knows that he's playing a lot safer. Well, maybe this might tip Upply off and think, oh, I can go greedy, but he hasn't so far. He's gotten his Roach Warren out.
That to me tells me that he knows that something's up. You don't get roaches unless you know that there's like a Cyclone or a Hellbat push coming.
Yep. And if Hellions are starting to come down straight ahead, should be able to morph right into Hellbats, but there isn't too much defense. 5 roaches are on the way, and a couple of them will be out by the time this hits.
Yeah. It's very interesting that he skipped out on queens and he went for roaches for defense instead, which, you know, it's a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit risky, but he should be fine.
Now. So why do you never build queens? Ooh, that Widow Mine gonna get caught out by a single Overlord. Not sure how intentional that was, but it definitely helps. Now pulling the boys as well for a little bit of extra repair, but it's just not gonna be enough. These roaches will not die anytime soon.
They're so tanky, the roaches and the ravagers, and he still has like 2 queens for support.
20 more army supply than Love Gao Gao Uplay has, and it's just continually going up.
Yeah, I don't know what Love Gao Gao can do in this position. Like
trying to get a Banshee out to maybe keep his opponent on his side of the map, but I think it's just too little, too late.
He doesn't have cloak. Like I don't.
Oh, it is scaring Upply back.
Yeah.
It worked. Bought him some time to get his CC out. Ooh, Raven gonna be next. That's not a terrible idea. If you anti-armor the roaches, or if you have to, you can disable a queen. But yeah, anti-armoring the roaches, not a bad idea.
And he's going for drops as well. Like I like this a lot. Like he needs to be aggressive like this. He needs to harass and keep Uplay at home and don't let him get too comfortable. At the same time though, Uplay is trying to sneak around this force around the corner of the map and potentially blindside Love Gao Gao. I don't know.
All right,
is there nothing at home to defend against?
To get in, very injured queen and a spore crawler. So yeah, that's gonna be quite a bit of road damage actually. But meanwhile, these lings walk straight into Hellbats. Not the ideal scenario. These roaches were quite a while away, but I still think that Upply is more than able to take out these Hellbats with his roaches. Yeah, especially if he manages to catch them off guard like this.
Unfortunately, Hellbats are kind of useless against roaches, I will say.
Not if you get the anti-armor out.
True. But those Hellbats do get cleaned up at home by Uplay. He still has this Banshee that can poke away, but what can 2 Banshees do against this force?
Pray. Observe. Auto turret.
Oh my god, it's out of range.
A little bit of an extra DPS, and it is out of range. Yeah, I think Upply takes this series, man. I think we're going to see our first finalist very soon. There we go, Genius Call.
Dude.
And there we have it, our first finalist of the evening. It is going to be Upply.
Yeah. And again, we will potentially see Love Gao Gao play again in the bronze match, the 3rd place match.
Depends on if they want to be casted or not, I suppose.
Yeah, depending on how the tournament
or if they want to hold it, I do believe they play it at the same time as the finals, I want to say.
Do they?
I want to say? That's what I want to say. I don't actually know. That's what I want to say.
And we will see whether or not. Oh my God! Actually, Justice Simon got knocked out.
Oh wow! So we are gonna see a new champion. Well, maybe not because Upley,
Yeah.
but it's possible.
Yeah, we have RPG going up against Hoi Solo, which should be familiar to you.
I'm Hoi Solo. I'm Hoi Solo. Hoi Solo, feeling like I saw you can't stop me. Yeah, Hoi Solo. He played in VTL, didn't he? And he used to play a lot in the C Weeklies.
You did that same thing when you played in C Weekly.
I forgot about that.
He is on Team Dirty Cheeser.
Yeah, we have it. Going up
and
against RPG AAT, who is also on Dirty Cheeser, did we say?
yeah. So he's wait.
All right, gonna be a team kill. He was Weebu, isn't he?
Yeah. This is just it's a little weird because he's on the main page for Blades of Fire, but he's Weebu as well, who is on Dirty Cheesers. So I don't know if potentially the Blades of Fire page is a little bit outdated. Yeah.
And Hui Solo was Protoss, was he not?
Yes, he is.
Beautiful.
Protoss.
Another PvP gonna be coming up, which means we will get a PvC finals.
Oh, sorry, no. Hoi Solo is a Zerg.
All right, so we could have a PvZ finals, or we could have a ZVZ finals. We shall see.
But yeah, obviously based off of the clan tag, Weebu, I'm pretty sure he's Dirty Cheeser now. RPG even.
AAT.
Da.
Dorisht. All right. Weebu is now telling us that he is ready. Hoi Solo is ready. Casters are ready. Once again, I should probably let them know. Never mind, they're just gonna start anyway. And now we are gonna be casting our second semi-finals of the evening. RPG versus AAT versus Hoi Solo. A PvZ. Best of 3. How many rhymes can we get? Playing on Team DC3. And speaking of Team DC3, here we have it. Yeah, it is Weebu. You got luck, Weebu. There we go. We know. You can tell them that's Weebu, not Weeaboo.
It is Weebu.
Just Weebu. On Ephemeron, LE, in the top left-hand corner of the map, starting in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the yellow Zerg. He's feeling like a shine. You can't stop his shine. He's loving Cloud City and his head's in the sky. He's Hoi Solo. Hoi Solo. Wait, he is Hoi Solo. Hoi Solo, and his opponent in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, sliding in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. I guess that makes him Lando if he's his opponent, maybe potentially, or maybe Chewbacca because they're on the same team. We have the blue Protoss, a man by many names. He's the RPG to the AAT to the Weebu of DC3. But now he is simply known as that combination of I's and L's. Alright, Hoi Solo, not being too cheesy, I should say. He did go pool first, but that doesn't necessarily indicate a hyper aggressive play. Just a somewhat aggressive play.
I mean, it is also somewhat a safe opening, you know, in case there's a proxy or something along those lines, or a cannon rush, which is a bit more common with Protoss players, especially someone on the team called Dirty Cheesers.
No, I don't say the mind games because they're on the same team.
It's true. They are on the same team. They could practice together all the time. Mind games. No.
Yet.
And he does finish. He does leave that pylon to finish, which is very annoying. This delay. This forces you to get a natural somewhere else and delays a potential third as well.
Yep. They got it in the third base location.
Which could potentially be abused at a later point.
Oh, absolutely. It's a fairly exposed base compared to the natural.
Yeah.
And especially considering that's a lot of tumors to be able to get a creep connected. If you want to rely on queens for your defense, don't.
Yeah.
And Weebu does see this now.
He does scout this with his probe. But there are quite a few Lings moving across the map. A lot more Lings in production, actually.
Yeah.
It looks like he's looking to line it up with his speed finishing.
This is a very solid wall from Weebu now.
There's a shield battery as well, which Hoysolo doesn't know about yet. I don't know if he can get much done. There's no Bailey Nest, so I'm not too sure. Or is he gonna drop? Is there an Overlord in position?
Not a dropper lord? Not a dropper lord, but maybe. It's not a terrible idea, Nidus. Alright, he's gonna do that queen Lings in the front, queens in the back sort of Nidus style.
Yeah,
and this is actually, there is actually some vision here for Weebu. Actually, a lot of vision, so.
He's suspecting it, he's getting ready for it just in case. He's checking for a drop or a Nidus.
And Void Ray? Not what I was expecting to come out of this Stargate, but I suppose if you want to kill Overlords fast, then Prismatic Alignment. No, wait. Actually, Overlords aren't armored, are they?
I don't think so, but I do believe that if you're going for a more defensive play, like Void Ray is what you want, like more so than a single Phoenix.
Right. Yeah.
Because they
Phoenixes
can't
are
help
good
queens
in numbers, but not a single Phoenix.
Yeah.
But a Nidus will go up, already seen by Weebu. Can this be denied? Maybe with Prismatic Alignment, it looks like it's going to be denied straight up.
And are the Lings going to break through the gateway?
No, there's just way too many Adepts here. Second Nidus does go up, but to what end? A lot of these Lings are actually in the Nidus. So long as one Nidus gets up, that's a very bad day for Weebu.
Yeah, but he does spot all of them so far. Like I don't see him getting them up. Maybe this front, this
and
forward
Huiso isn't really immediately 1-2. I pop one Nidus up, I pop a second one up. He's just doing it one at a time. But it's not necessarily what you want to get done, considering how little Nidus cost.
Yeah, I think this is held. I think it's been too long. I don't see.
I think it's held for the time being. It only takes one. But Weebu is being very vigilant right now, denying these Niduses whenever he sees them. He has got his eyes straight on the mini-map. Not even looking at the main screen. Yep, that's one Nidus that want to get up, and the transfuse is down. That is the one Nidus that you need to get up as the Zerg player.
Oh my god, those are so many Lings. I didn't even realize how many there were.
Are helping out quite a little bit, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh my god, he kills one of the Void Rays as well.
Yep. Now there's only one Void Ray left, and with Prismatic Alignment, that's not going to do too much versus Queens, and it's actually slowing it down. VCL. GG.
GG.
There we have it. Only takes one.
It only takes one. I didn't believe it. I don't know if you noticed, but as that Nidus was being morphed, and as Weebu pulled his forces away to kill it, he actually left his natural open. And he pulled away his
from the first Nidus.
Yes,
he made use of them.
And together he was able to surround everything. It was very well played by Hoysolo, and he was able to make it work despite these Niduses being delayed for so
popped
long.
Down. Just whack a Nidus.
Yeah.
It's like when you get to that sort of the final levels of Whack-A-Nidus, where it's off Whack-A-Mole, where it's just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna have a bunch popped up, and oh, what? Look at that! It's the one guy who's gonna punch you across the face and take your tokens, and then take your tickets as well, and cash it in for that skateboard. I'm not trying from real experience. Weeboo. So we are getting a little bit of confirmation. Weeboo / RPG AAT does prefer Weeboo
Okay.
as opposed to RPG AAT. So I put an alias in.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to confirm. Because his challenge is still RPG AAT, but maybe he's gone through a name change.
It's possible.
And that's like his old alias, and now he's
Potentially.
Weeboo.
Not a weeaboo, just Weeboo. No?
Also, apparently it's WJBU.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's why they kept saying Weeboo.
No, that was YJ is because, or is it supposed to be YJ?
WJ.
And then they were just making
WJ.
fun. Really? I thought
No,
it was just
WJ.
EBG making a typo.
No, because I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not. I don't know.
I'm gonna ask EBG.
You're just a caster. You just show up. You just say words, and
I
there we
just
go.
show up. This is great. I just show up.
Yeah, it's great. It's normally what happens when Kuro's doing production for me. It's great.
This is what,
Or when
this is what it
Seal
feels like
does
to be
movie
Steel.
club. Yeah. I just show
That's
up, I say words, and I'm out. And speaking of out, here we have it in the top left-hand corner map, spawning in the top left-hand corner map of Triton. LE. The yellow Zerg being relentless with Nidus' last game, just giving it to him from the front in the wall
From the back.
and from the back behind the wall.
Yeah.
We have the yellow Zerg playing for Team Dirty Cheeser or DC3. We have Hoi Solo, he's Hoi Solo, Hoi Solo. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, fighting in the bottom right-hand corner of the map with a more traditional Nexus skin this time. You know what? I actually kind of miss the traditional Nexus skin. Now that I'm looking at it, just look at it. It's like a McDonald's toy. I miss that. We have the red Protoss. He was very vigilant, but it only took one to ruin his day. Or maybe not his day, but definitely his game on FM Aeron. We have now on Triton. He is known as Weeboo, not Weeaboo, Weeboo, and also as RPG AAT. But here we only call him Barcode.
Hey, you're right about that. As in, like, Weeboo was so vigilant, like fending off all of those Niduses, and he just slipped up once, that one time.
And the Queens came out.
Yeah, and just like that, as soon as he slips up once, that's it. That's it. Like,
That's it.
but that also goes to show that potentially he could have, like, he had the ability to hold that off and to win that game. So, like, he is on par, at least so far in what we've seen with Hoi Solo. So, you know.
But will his paw be enough this time? He is getting that Stargate once again.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna go for a Void Ray again, though.
Probably
I
not.
don't imagine. I do
And
think
Hui
he's
Solo
gonna...
he didn't block Hui Solo's natural this time, so sometimes that's one of those things, right, where a scout comes in and it's like, I'm gonna disrupt your build order, and then the player just says, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go all in then. I had a macro game planned, but you know what, Nidus.
Yeah, that does happen, where you go in, you disrupt them, and then it's like, okay, well, you forced my hand now. Like, this is what you're gonna get because of what you did. Like,
You only have yourself to blame.
this is what you wanted. You didn't want me to macro.
I never asked for this.
But yeah, both players macroing up pretty standard. An Oracle is coming out by Weeboo. It is on its way. And yeah, I don't think Hoi Solo has scouted the main yet. Has he? Yeah, he has. So he should know that this is on its way. He does have overlords in the natural and the main.
Starting to die, but you know, what can you do? not really too much. Oh, alright, nice. Queen's already ready in position. Single Spore Crawler being made, but enough queens to really chase us back. Only a single drone has died so far. Oh, almost saved that second drone.
He's gonna get...
Woo! One hit away. That is 7 health on that Oracle.
Yeah, that was insane. I was like, there are no spores being made. This Oracle is gonna come in and kill some drones, but immediately 3 queens are on it, just tearing it away. Like the spores weren't even ready, but it didn't even matter. Like the queens just did so much damage to it. I don't know if maybe like that was like a usual pathway that he goes, and if they've practiced a lot, because those queens were completely ready for it.
I want to say he didn't have the watchtower. That was Weebu who had the watchtower.
Yeah.
Dep's trying to see whatever they can get done. Weebu is about to go ham. He's got his Temple Archives already. He's now getting charged. He's just about to go completely ham on that Charged Archon. Not as common nowadays, I feel, in PvZ, but still can be deadly in the hands of the right player.
Yeah.
That being said, Hui Solo is going for roaches, so maybe not as deadly.
Yeah, he does finish up his Roach Warren, and he's working on his upgrades or his Evo Chambers as well. So he will have roaches to defend against
this Archon drop.
Archon. Yeah. It will be about how many he has and if he has enough Ravagers, because Chargelots, despite the nerf, they can do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah. Wait, they weren't nerfed.
Weren't they nerfed?
They didn't go through. They didn't go through with it.
Oh, well, never mind. They're not nerfed, so they're gonna. They're even more deadly against the roaches.
There we go. Cool little thing that you don't often see, that splash damage from the Archon actually killing the tumor that Weebu couldn't see. Yeah. The Queen was right on top of it. Oh, he might lose an Archon. Picks it up right at the end.
Yeah. He did manage to kill a Queen, kill a couple of Lings, but no economic damage.
And considering he kept his Archon alive, that is just pre-damage, really.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that. He does need to be careful though, because that Archon is low.
Picks up right at the end. Once again, a knight is being made from Hui Solo.
Wow, he loves.
But this time with roaches instead.
Yeah, potentially even more dangerous, because there are Chargelots. There's only one Immortal. He's not going to do too well. He's working on his second one, but will it be done in time for this Nidus? Nidus finishing up right now. Okay.
All right. You're getting ready. You're getting warm. You just
getting ready for the Niduses and the Nidus defense. That's what I'm getting ready for.
Alright, seems like Hui Solo is not going to go for a straight up Nidus once again. Wants to maybe try to go for some of that multi-prong. Better use for Nidus, sure. I should say, but he might not even need it. He is almost twice the army supply, and there's not too much that counters Hui Solo's army from Weebu.
You say that, don't underestimate Immortals. Immortals
from War Prism, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's already a little chunk of Weebu's or Hui Solo's army getting caught out. Could be using the Nidus for reinforcements rather this time.
So oh my god, but there is something happening in the day. There's 22 drones dead.
Right.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I missed that. That War Prism came in, dropped out the Archons, and just dumped a bunch of charges on top of it. Already loses the lair. But Hui Solo is going to try to press this. Yeah, it does get a recall, and I think the 2 Archons got killed. Or maybe recall, but they're not on Hui Solo's side of the map anymore, is the point.
Yeah, he managed to recall the Zealots. But immediately those units that were defending are now here on the other side of the map through that Nidus Swarm.
Oh, don't get caught by the Stasis Ward! Very nicely done with the single Zergling. All things considered, though, I still think that... Okay, as time goes on, Hui Solo is in a more and more precarious situation.
There's a lot of roaches.
So long as he pushes this, he should be able to get it.
Yeah. Again, there's only 2 Immortals. It's not quite enough. The third one is stuck at the natural. It's coming down now, but it's a little bit too late.
Yep. And just, again, look at the supply. That's a discrepancy, if I have ever saw one.
the counterattack damage was done really well. You know, he killed 22 workers, but he just didn't have the army to defend.
In fact, if we were talking about forcing a hand, that might have actually forced Solus hand to be like, "Oh, I need to kill you now."
yeah, exactly.
Or
it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
I don't know, potentially if he had like shield batteries at his third, or if he had just been focusing on chronoing out more immortals instead of archons.
Yep. GG, Night Simba. And there we have it. We will be having a ZVZ finals then. Uplai, Upley versus Hui Solo. Both their players pretty, they like their Niduses, let's just say. They do like their Niduses. I want to point out, okay, I just want to point out that it has been about 2 hours, and earlier today you were like, yeah, no, it's probably gonna go on for like 3.5 hours. Not if we see games like Hui Solo versus Uplai, not Uplai, Weebu.
I mean, these games, we've seen a lot of proxies as well. A lot of all-ins, 2 bases. Like, yeah, we've seen a lot of aggression. We haven't seen a lot of late game. We haven't seen like 25-minute games, you know?
I think the longest game we saw so far was Love Gaga versus Upley, game 1. And that was not that long. It was, what was it, 17 minutes, I want to say? Yeah. 15 minutes?
But it wasn't really like a macro game either, though. It was like,
Yeah.
it was just like a slugfest, you know?
Alright, seems like we're going to jump straight to the finals.
Yeah, it
Best way to
doesn't
do it.
seem like... Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're going to be casting the bronze match. Unless they decide to do it after the finals, which I can't see happening.
Yeah, I mean, if they so choose, the players might say, you know what, I want to be casted, let's hold it. But maybe, maybe not. Now, ZVZ, I gotta say, I think ZVZ kind of lends itself to ending early, right? But I think lately, more and more Zerg players have gotten more comfortable with playing that Roach stage, I should say. Like, they know how to survive the Lingbane stage. Even if they're not good at it, they know how to survive it. They know how to get to that Roach stage, and they generally have an idea of how to transition from that to the late game. So, could be very quick Lingbane games over in like 3 minutes, but could also be fairly long Roach in Lingbane into Roach into, I don't know, Muta and Fester.
Yeah, it's important to note that like we're making these assumptions about ZVZ based off of like regular meta that we see, like whether.
But we're in Vietnam now.
We're in Nam now.
We're in Vietnam.
We're in the jungles of Nam. Who knows what we're gonna see? Who knows?
Senator's son.
What's that?
Carry on my way. No, wait, that's not the. That's not what they usually play in Vietnam movies.
I haven't seen a Vietnam movie.
I ain't no fortune, son. I think, to be honest, I've seen 2 Vietnam movies in my life. One of them I don't even know the name of, which I saw when I was like 9, and it was like M21 or something. But my grandfather was watching it, and I was in the room, so that scarred me for a while. And the second one was Forrest Gump.
What?
Yeah, those are the 2 Vietnam movies that I've seen.
You saw like a Vietnam dub of Forrest Gump?
No, Forrest Gump. You know Forrest Gump. It had some... Yeah, you know Forrest Gump.
You wouldn't call that a Vietnam movie.
I mean, I'm stretching it a little bit.
God, a little bit?
Oh, I forgot to do casting tool. Oh, no.
Hey,
It
you
should
seen
be
that
fine.
Nam movie?
It should be fine. It should
Forrest
be fine.
What?
Yeah?
What are you talking about?
I forgot to do casting tool, but it should be fine. And speaking of Forrest Gump, here we have it in the bottom right-hand corner map. Sweating in the bottom right-hand corner map. Not Forrest Gump. It is the yellow Zerg. He has a bit of a penchant for Niduses, as we have seen, and It's pretty aggressive of them. Could try to look to get in the game early, but maybe not. He is part of the trilogy. We have spawning in the bottom left right hand corner of Acropodopolis LE, where the Parthenon resides, the yellow Zerg playing for team Dirty Cheeser. We have Hoi Solo. He's Hoi Solo. Hoi Solo Solo. And in the top right hand corner of the map, we have the red Zerg, not the or yellow Zerg, which was what I was saying earlier. The red Zerg, he has won a couple of Ao Dais in the past. Now he's looking to put another in his belt. The red Zerg playing for Heroes of God. We have Upley,
AKA Uplay?
AKA Uplay, AKA Yarply.
Yarpley.
Yarp.
Okay, interesting. We have these lings. We have Upley like sneaking these lings around the map, so they won't be spotted by overlords. Which is quite interesting.
It's pretty good. Oh, he wants to go straight into Lingbane. He does not want to let his opponent catch up to him.
There's no natural.
Yeah,
this is aggressive as fuck.
This is aggressive as fuck, dude. He's gonna blindside him pretty soon. Oh, will this turn into a Drop-a-Lord? I kind of hope this Overlord will turn into a Drop-a-Lord.
You need a lair for that. You can't do
exactly.
that.
No, he's gonna get his lair.
There's no Drop-a-Lord.
No, he's gonna get his lair while the Baneling Nest finishes up. No?
It's another thing. Oh, but Hoysolo knows he's throwing down 3 spines. He knows that this is happening. He sees that there is no natural. And
he's just gonna give up his natural, yeah.
He has to give it up. If he fights trying to defend his natural, he's gonna lose. He needs to evacuate it ASAP and get behind these spines. Yeah, well played. Like he's getting his queens to block the ramp, which is just what you need. Unfortunately, these drones are getting caught out. They do all make it out. Is he gonna bust through this wall though?
He might be able to. The transfuses are pretty decent, but these queens are starting to get low on energy. Oh. The banelings do bust through in the end. All right, these 3 spines. There is an angle that Upley could try to exploit, but it's not going to be looking too likely. Hoysolo now with his own links coming in to chase these back.
He needs to be careful though because his links are speedless.
when Baneling is about to get out, Upley does not want to waste that, and so he just surrounds those links as best as he can. This natural is going down, sugar.
Oh no, and the queen is gonna get surrounded. He should have made it there. It's gonna die immediately.
It's going to die. Yep. It's going down, sugar. We're going down. Might be able to snipe a Baneling or 2. Just one. Oh, no, both. Oh, one. Oof. Oh, both. Oh, one. I don't.
It was one.
Okay, one.
I think it was one.
Because I saw this Baneling here, but I'm like, wait, did he morph that earlier or?
Okay, this is very important to note. There is a natural going down for Uplay. Yep. So he is transitioning. This isn't 100% all in.
He's just being threatening with these lings up in the natural.
Yeah. Now it's on him. Yeah, it's on him to deny the Hoysolo natural and to make sure to deny Hoysolo's information about knowing whether or not this is still all in. He should have. I'm a bit confused. He should have an Overlord on top of Uplay's natural to see whether or not he's making one. Oh my god!
I was silent as I'm observing this, and then all of a sudden, oh my god!
Yeah, the Ling Bane.
Yep, that would have been scary to say the least. Both players now want to transition into roaches. Upley will get his roach run out much faster, and he's actually getting a lot more lings. He is, despite having his natural up, now he is not droning it. But I suppose that's a wise choice. He knows that Hoysolo is going for the counterattack. He might be able to sandwich this and trap it. All of these lings are potentially dead for Hoysolo. Plus an initial DPS from the Queen. Denied it.
What a waste of lings. They were all just captured. And he is working on his own. He's actually skipping the Banes. He's going straight for roaches, which is a little bit risky because they do.
Right? But not if you only have one base.
Well, it's okay, but it takes a while to ramp up and get enough roaches out. Like
Right.
at the moment, like he
Well, I
doesn't
mean, if you
really
can get
have
his
much.
status up.
He killed it. It wasn't a cancel. He just killed the natural.
Oh, that is huge. That is pretty huge. And now, Upley knows he's going for the Nidus. He knows that he's gonna have to defend against this. What is nothing is going right for Hui Solo so far this game.
What a big brain Ling. It went in there, it risked his life, and now he knows that there's a Nidus coming. So now all he has to do is, stay at home, spread all his overlords, and make sure that Nidus doesn't like pop in anywhere like too dangerous.
Yep, and he's got eyes on the overlord so far. Upley does.
Yeah. And the Ling's poking around, trying to deny that natural again, but he does have 4 roaches now, which are an okay amount to be able to, keep it alive.
Yep. I would think in theory, if the Lings could get a really good surround, then that's a non-issue. But yeah, still, it's not that easy.
If he had enough Lings, then for sure. But he has stopped Ling production, and he is making roaches instead.
Where have I heard this before?
Oh. Okay, I heard the spines unburrowing, and I thought it was a Nidus. I was like, what? Okay.
Where's the Nidus on this side of the map? Oh no! Yeah. Maybe just to sneak a drone out to get a third base, no? Alright, that's more than enough roaches to hold for now. Looking at... Nope, I thought they were going to move back into Nidus, but he doesn't want to risk his natural. This is his only other base other than his main, which is... not too mined out, but it's mined.
The one thing that Hoysolo does have going for him is that he will be finishing up roach speed much faster than...
Much faster.
Yupei still doesn't even have his lair finished.
Yeah, even for defense, you want that speed for kiting, don't you?
Exactly, for sure. So he does have that. Oh my god, losing another drone.
For a handful of Lings, that's not that huge.
It's pretty good. I'd say it's a pretty good trade. You want to kill this drone.
Yeah, it's a good trade for Upley.
Yeah.
Right.
And here comes the first Nidus.
Upley has eyes on this, or he should.
He should. I don't know if he sees. He does see it. He is moving his army. But again, because he doesn't hold his
choke. Or he might just want to hold his choke, yeah. The army supply is actually right now in favor of Hoysolo, but Upley does have the defender's advantage, and he is getting his +1 on the way. Double Nidus. Okay, this could be huge. But it looks like he's about to surround it. Banelings do try to soften up the roaches a little bit. But it seems like there might just be enough for Hoysolo. 15 drones go down for Upley. But he's still ahead for the time being. Yep.
Exactly. He's still ahead in workers. He kills the Nidus. He kills all the roaches. And speed isn't too far off from being finished.
Yeah, and +1.
Looking really good.
Upley's about to just
+1.
walk right into the victory, I think.
Potentially.
Potentially.
It does kind of depend on whether because Nidus is still a threat, right? He could just stay at home. Too scared to move out. Which will give Hoysolo some time to drone up, which is what he's doing right now. He's just making nothing but drones because he knows that that's what he needs to get back into this game.
I'm nodding my head. It looks like Upley does want to press his advantage, though. Is a little bit worrisome. There are overlords around that sees that Upley is moving out. Hoysolo as well got a scout see what he has in his main, and he doesn't see much. That being said, Upley does have pretty good vision around his bases.
Potentially, every now and then, if I was Hoysolo, I would just start making Niduses. Just not even with the intention of attacking.
Yeah, just to keep your opponent back.
Exactly.
Make them think, oh, there's a Nidus somewhere that I cannot ignore. That is a possible entry for my opponent. Alright, Hoysolo actually doing a pretty good job of starting to equalize the worker count now. But
Upley managed to kill 8 workers.
Upley now going into his third base, and it does seem like he's a little bit scared to move out too much. I would think getting some run buys, maybe with Lings, or maybe not, because he does know that only now there's a third, so maybe now he might think, alright, time to get a little run buys done. And he should know about the spine gate as well.
Hoysolo doing an okay job at stabilizing, but unfortunately he's going to be very far behind in upgrades as well as economy. Uplai is still ahead in workers. He's getting his third faster. He's working on +2. There's still no upgrades coming out of Hoysolo, so I don't. He needs to do something else to get into this other than buying time. Like he needs to harass with his Niduses or tech in a weird direction.
But these roaches do see it, but okay, now they're moving in to try to deny it. Is it gonna be enough? I think barely. Yeah, 4 roaches do kill a Nidus before it can pop up. That's pretty good. I think, yeah, just keeping these 4 roaches, small handful of roaches back at base, and then just having all of these. Alright, he is starting to get his Ravagers now, so it seems like he... Although, would it be for denying vision from Overlords, though?
I would say that it would be for potentially...
I would think...
out soon.
Yeah, I would look at it and think, alright, he's gearing up.
Yeah, exactly. And here we go. He's pushing across the map. Like, again, he sees this. I would be throwing down Niduses right now. Make him go back home. Like,
he is getting his Spire up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He needs to, like, tech in a weird direction to try and, like, sneak a win.
Right.
Because at the moment,
but Spire
in a Roach
that direction,
Roach,
then.
Yeah, but it's too late, I think. I think he took too long to get the Spire out. And here comes
go down and not enough transfuses to heal those back up. 2-2 is just about to finish, but it looks like it doesn't even matter. The positioning and the numbers are enough. Upley going to be taking that game up 1-0 in the specified series.
Yeah, G.
G and then G. Oh, look at that. It looks like Weebu got the walkover over Gao. Oh. And we're in the bronze match. So this will be the final series that we'll cast tonight.
Yeah. Maybe that's why the bronze match wasn't played out. Like, I don't know if the walkover was announced earlier. Maybe that's why.
I mean, there were talks of it, but I couldn't actually really know what it was saying.
Yeah. Just a little bit of bants going on.
Yep. We assume it's Vance.
Yeah. Could be, mocking him horribly.
Insulting his family.
Yeah. Just whining about balance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Threatening to swat each other. I have no idea.
Yeah. Next LAN, I'm going to slap you.
But looks like the next map will be Ephemeron.
Ephemeron. LE.
Yep.
Just gonna look into that. This game was about 12 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll see more of that.
Again, because I haven't seen much of their ZVZ, I don't know what to gauge from what we've just seen. Like, did you play so, like, have such an aggressive opener because he isn't confident in a macro game? Like, I don't know, like, potentially. Or does he just think he's a better, like, micro player or better at mind games, that he can get away with something like that? Like, I'm not... I haven't seen enough, but
I would say that his transition to a macro game was pretty solid from what we've seen, but maybe that's his MO. Maybe he's not confident in, like, playing straight up macros, so he's trying to get that sort of advantage in the early game so that he can comfortably macro up.
Yeah. When it comes to Hoysolo, I do feel like the plan was there, like he got to the right, like, ideas, but he didn't exactly execute it as best as he could have. Like, especially when it comes to the Spire transition, or when it comes to the Niduses, I feel like those could have been executed a little bit better, a little bit more efficiently. But maybe he's not used to that, so he was playing a little bit out of his comfort zone. Not too sure.
but it's hard to gauge from just one game. And luckily,
Exactly.
it is a best of 5, so we are guaranteed at least 3.
For sure. I'm just checking the stats right now. Upli has won 3 Ao Dai Weeklies.
Would it be the 4 die champion? No?
Could be the 4
The
die
4 die?
champion.
The 4 O die.
Huh?
Yeah?
Huh?
Yeah?
Huh?
Yeah? The 4
Or
O die.
We could have a completely new winner. Like,
Yep.
Hui Solo, he hasn't even gotten a second place.
Oh,
like
this is
as
his
far as
moment.
he has
This is
ever
his
gone.
time. Hopefully.
See it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We shall see. Your starting area will eventually run out of resources. Expand to new resource locations to secure additional income. And speaking of additional income, here we have it in the main base, spawned in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. Look at all of that income, but it will run out, so you need to get more for more income. We have the the yellow Zerg. He made it. This is as far as he's gotten so far, and he's gonna have to win this map, and then the map after this, and then the map after that, to claim his first ever Ao Dai championship. Give it up for the yellow Zerg representing Team Dirty Cheeser. It's Hoi Solo, Hoi Solo. Hoi solo, feeling like a zombie. And in the top left-hand corner map, fighting in the top left-hand corner map, we have the red Zerg representing Team Heroes of God and looking to make the 4 die trophy. The red Zerg representing Team Heroes of God. I'm pretty sure I updated casting tool in time. We have Uply.
Or you play.
Or you play, or you play, or Yarpley, or Apple. No,
Applewye.
Applewye, yeah. Okay, Pool first coming down. No, actually, Hatch first coming down once again from these two players. That sort of standard economic opening. Upley not going as aggressive as he was last game.
Yeah, Upli getting a natural this time, so
Getting a
More of a-
natural this time.
yeah, more of a standard opening, which is quite good. I like that he's mixing things up. You know, he isn't playing the same style multiple games in a row. It's good.
Yep.
It's good.
It's that old sort of tactic, right? Where you play aggressive, then you play economic, then you play aggressive, then you play economic, just to throw off your opponent's sort of... What would it be? Mindset, I think? Rhythm, yeah, there we go. Just throw off your opponent's rhythm.
Yeah.
I think MVP
Throw 'em
did
off
that a
balance.
lot back in the day.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, again,
Throw
we
'em
do
off their
see
rhythm.
more standard opening. Hoi Solo going for a fast third. They both are actually.
Yeah, okay,
Same
well
time.
then. Will these links be an attempt to cancel? No, maybe.
Potentially.
It's not, okay, there we go. Not
I don't think-
anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Uplay has any lings out, so these lings
Yeah,
attacking
two
the
on the
third
map.
will be.
On the other
two?
side of the
Where
map,
are they?
yeah. They're on behind the corner. Right over
Well,
here.
they're not going to be at the third to defend, so he could
Yep,
potentially
that's the
deny the
thing.
third.
Well, a queen is starting to come out right now, and a couple more
is
links do
one
hatch. I
over.
think he should be able to just hold on to this,
Yeah.
or even hold on to it fairly comfortably.
Oh no, rallying in.
His own speed is going to be done just that much
Yeah.
quicker. Oh no. Didn't even matter in the
Hoi
end.
Solo, yeah, needlessly losing to.
Oh, he might catch us
Zerlings.
out. His speed is done, but Hoi Solos completes just after. And we're about to
Hoi
see some
Solo-
Wing Wars.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of lings in production for Hoi Solo.
Two Bane links over here.
Yeah, and they're both. Oh, is he gonna cancel them in time?
Solo does see this, but he's not going for them. There's actually a pretty good surround by Upply, but so these Banelings do come in just as the reinforcements for Hoi Solo come in. That's a very nice connect, and I think but Upply needs to be careful.
That was okay.
Does lose, and that was all right, but it could have been better, is what I'm saying. And this might be what Hoi Solo needs, but nope. It looks like Upply might just be able to snowball this.
Maybe. There are 20 Lings in production for Hoi Solo, but he doesn't have any more Banes to be able to stop this, so it will come down to his control.
That being said,
does lose 2 more.
Upply is just rightly now morphing 2 more Banes. And he's gonna lose them right over here.
Yeah, he will lose them, and at the same time, Hoi Solo, he's counterattacking.
Yep.
He's moving across the map.
But he moves back once he sees this. He could be able to sandwich this if he's careful. But Upply, he's just going straight for it, seizing opportunity wherever he sees it, and also stretching Hoi Solo's attention. He doesn't know. He doesn't know where to focus on.
Yeah, his attention. He's getting pulled apart a little bit. He's a little bit indecisive, and because of that, he's going to lose his third. Like he should have been fine.
Yep, he has lost his third. He's doing a decent job of taking out reinforcements as they come in, or that's what he looked like he was going to do. But nah, Upply is content. He's gotten the third. His own third is up and running. He's content to hold this, and he has Lings and Banes for Hoi Solo's counterattack.
Exactly, and he's also got Lings moving in to deny the third once again.
So Hoi Solo is making. But if he's not careful, he's gonna lose these Lings straight out. Alright, he was careful in the end, but a little bit of an A move goes into the morphing Banelings. Hoi Solo might be able to come back in this with that amount of Banelings, but he lost a ton of them to not that many of Upply's. And now he might lose 2 more. Does get a decent connect, but doesn't seem to be good enough. These Lings were split from the start and now getting a beautiful flank.
Yeah,
Upply
and now he's
is
moving
ferocious right now.
And he's moving to deny the third once again. There are 2 Banelings being morphed, but they aren't going to be done in time for all of these Lings to come in and overwhelm Hoi Solo's defense.
Upply might be the one with effective Banelings coming out. Because these Banelings from Hoi Solo are pretty far away. Okay, pretty good trade, but once again...
but that's it. That's all he has.
Isn't good enough. Yeah, good just isn't good enough. He needs perfect Baneling connections.
Yeah, and he's only just making more Lings now, but they're gonna run into
Oh boy,
GG.
That was a capital GG. You can tell Hoi Solo is just really respects the control of Upply.
Yeah,
he knows a good Zerg player when he sees one.
That was so unfortunate to see because we literally saw Hoi Solo being just torn apart.
Yeah.
Like his attention being torn apart because he had the units to defend, but he was like so indecisive. He's like moving his units to defend his main, then he's like, maybe I should counterattack, maybe I should defend my third, and he just because he had what he needed, but his decision making was just disrupted.
Yeah, when Upply just split up his forces, he didn't even send that many Lings into the main, I would say. So Hoi Solo, in theory, might have been able to split off some of his own Lings, keep the Lings keep Upply busy at the third, not attacking the third, but keeping them busy and then coming back in theory, right? But yeah, it's just completely split his focus. Didn't really know what to do until it was a little too late, and that just... we can see how that can just snowball as the game goes on.
Yeah, you could see in that moment where the decision was made to send his units to counterattack or to stop reinforcements instead of defending his third. Like at that moment, I think that's when like the odds flipped into Upply's like favor because he managed to kill the third and then it stayed dead. Like from that point onward, he was well ahead. And again, like the Bane control was good from both players even, but like being down that extra hatchery just hurt so much.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's what we were saying earlier that we thought of Upply. He is solid with macro, but more and more it looks like he's really wants to get that early game advantage, which you can't blame him. That is crucial, especially in the mirror matchup.
Yeah.
And he's just able to get that.
Not gonna lie, it reminds me a little bit of me and Micah.
Right? Yeah. Getting that early game advantage.
Yeah. I don't know if they practice often or if
Or if
Miyamaki
they're influenced by him in any way.
yeah. If he imparts some of his wisdom, to his Vietnamese children, and then lets them know, like what's up.
Like sister dance.
Exactly.
There's children, yeah. And speaking of children, no, that's kind of rude. I apologize, Apple and Hoi Solo. Speaking of wisdom and the children of Miyamaika, I can imagine the fan art now, right? Just Miyamaika. He's just like has the robes on, his arms spread out, like
the Jesus
go,
robes.
Go, my children. And that's all
it's
just the Vietnamese players like Justice Simon, Upley, Protest Nam. And speaking of which, on Thunderbeard, the Fort Thunderbeard, and what could potentially be the final map of the series. This is the yellow Zerg player in the bottom right is gonna have to pull something off, winning this game, the next game, and the game after that in a reverse sweep to make sure that he can get his first ever championship victory. The yellow Zerg playing for Team Dirty Cheeser, we have, or rather, he's Hoi Solo. Hoi Solo. Hoi Solo. He's angry now. Solo. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, fighting in the top left-hand corner of the map, he may have just awakened a beast inside his opponent right now. He is the red Zerg, looking to potentially make his Ao Dai Weekly trophy. The red Zerg only needs to win this one more map in order for it to become a true, his dreams come true. The red Zerg playing for Team Heroes of God, he is Upley.
Yeah, a lot of bans going on in chat. I'm not too sure what any of them are saying, but what we do know is
Hoi Solo.
He's angry. He's out for blood. He's upset. I don't know what was said. I don't know what was said about his mother.
The leg weights. The leg weights are off. The code of conduct is out of the window now. He is out for blood.
Exactly. He's going to get banned after this game.
No.
We do see a third already coming out from Hoi Solo. So very similar to last game, except he skipped his baiting nest and he's going right for roaches.
Yep. Oh, and definitely on this map you can get away with it too, especially if you go straight to roaches, because again, it's been a little while. Not too many. I think we saw it in GPO earlier where what's his name did mine off just a little corner and then let some Zerglings slip through.
Demi? Did Demi do that, or?
It might have been Demi. I think it was Azur versus... No, because it was TB... Yeah, I think it was Demi. Probably Demi.
Yeah. But yeah. This is a much better map for roaches because of that defense. But we do still see Uplay going for that faster third as well. So again, not being as aggressive as game one, and neither player being as aggressive as last game either. Potentially because of his opening, Hoi Solo could be in a really good position because he's skipping out on that baneling nest. He's going right for roaches. Meanwhile, Uplay, he did still get that baneling nest, so there is that wasted.
Yeah. Wasted resources. He also made a lot of Zerglings, which he's gonna try to get something done because right now he knows, oh, I'm gonna have to be playing catch up, only now getting his Roach Warren.
Yeah.
Or immediately throws out his Roach Warren.
Yeah, because of that, he has to get something done with these lings, otherwise they're just wasted resources.
Could have has a third a little bit, but two queens are already there in a good position in a nice surface area. Not enough energy for a transfuse, so he does manage to get one, yeah?
And he's gonna get a couple of drones.
Yep.
Yeah, two.
We'll get chased off in time, but another queen, yeah! Okay, that was pretty good damage for those lings.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needed. Like, because he's behind in tech, he needed to get some damage done. And two queens and two drones, that's pretty good for the amount of lings.
He is actually still making a lot of lings and a Nidus. So yeah, no, Ling Nidus, this is potentially what he needs right now. Upley.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. The crease spread isn't amazing when it comes to Hoi Solo. There is a lot of like dead, like clouded vision in his main, so there is potential for a sneaky Nidus, depending on where Uplay wants to put it.
Maybe even natural. Okay, maybe not natural. Never mind. I think he's gonna go for third.
Unless he goes right into the main from the
Oh,
third.
he might. Yeah. Oh, yep. He's going for it.
He's going for it. He's going for it. There's no creep. There's no vision.
There's no creep and no vision. Hoi Solo is back at home. He actually hasn't made that many roaches. He's focusing mostly on getting his economy up, and that could pay off from him if he notices this Nidus. But that's
he's spending.
All right,
He's spending a lot of money on.
Bringing his units in. But another Nidus pops up immediately, or starts getting made immediately from Uplay as this goes on. All of the links flood straight into the base. These are some surrounds if I've ever seen some.
There's so many lings, that's insane. And he's still getting in the natural as well.
And no banelings to deal with these, yeah, absolutely. I think Uplay saw that there was no baneling there, so he thought, okay, you're not going to be able to deal with links straight up into your face then.
Yeah. He's getting pretty good surface area with these roaches, so he may defend the natural, but the third is gone, the main is gone.
Every base at once. 21 workers are down. That economic advantage that Hoi Solo is hoping to get is starting to get completely depleted.
Yeah, and they just keep coming, more and more Niduses, and all these lings are just going rampant in the natural, like there's nothing here.
How you do this?
I don't know what that means, but
greedy. Oh man, GG. Upley is going to be your Ao Dai Weekly champion tonight.
Ao Dai Weekly.
Ao Dai, man.
And with that, he is now the player who has won
the most
Ao Dai Weekly the most. Yeah. He has the most first places. Look at that. And as well as that, he is representing Zerg as being the only Zerg champion.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's pretty good. What a series.
What a series, man.
Always a little bit sad, but you know, I think they're all friends here. It's all good.
Yep, they're all friends over there in that corner. Yeah. Yeah.
We assume so. I mean, we can't read any of what they're saying.
Yeah.
But
they could have made blood oaths. Been like, all right, for 7 generations, our families will be rivals.
Yeah.
A little bit of artistic license there, but you know. Man, I'm glad we were able to catch this.
Yeah, well played to everyone for Uplay, Hoi Solo, RPG/Weeboo for getting that 3rd place as well. As they all get prize money today.
I gotta say, as much as Hoi Solo was disappointed to have gotten so far and gotten that 0-3 loss, it was the furthest he's made it so far.
Yeah, exactly.
That,
so he should be pretty like content with his run because
or at least getting some confidence to maybe make it back into the finals next time.
For sure.
I wouldn't beat myself too much if I was in his shoes. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, especially like bearing in mind who he beat to get to the finals. You know,
Justice goddamn Simon.
He took down Justice Simon. He took down RPG, who took down Protosnam. Like, he had a pretty solid run.
Absolutely.
But I do
next
think
week, man, we'll see.
We'll see.
This has only been 2.5 hours. We were worried that it was going to go on till like, what was it, 2:30 for you now?
It's 1:30. I was worried it was going to go till 3 a.m. Yeah. Not going to lie.
Same here. I was worried it was gonna go up until 1:30 or like 2 a.m. for me.
I should have remembered
for you.
I should have remembered that one of the big Vietnamese teams are called Dirty Cheesers,
Yeah.
and they just all the games are less than 10 minutes long. But it was fun. It was fun for sure. Thank you to Trang, to EBG, the admins and organizers for this tournament for allowing us to cast in English. Usually the caster is Azalis.
Yep.
Unfortunately, she's been having a couple of PC issues and hasn't been able to cast, but
Also being a little bit under the weather today, so if you could send some well wishes over her way. I actually don't know what her Twitter account is, so just find it. You'll find it eventually. You'll find it if you keep searching. Is it Lady Azilis SC2? Azilis SC2? Something or another? You'll find it. You'll find it.
it is Azalis SC2.
Yeah, there we go. No underscore.
No underscore. So follow her, as she is the regular English caster for this tournament. Whenever she's under the weather or unable to, we are keen to jump in and cover this.
Most of the time,
this was
yeah.
great. Yeah. If you want to see more of us, and if you're from the Vietnamese scene, we do cast the VTL.
Vietnam
the
Team League.
Vietnamese. Exactly.
That
Season
is-
6.
That is open to both pros and amateurs, if I believe so. The format lends itself to both amateurs and pros, I believe.
Yes, and they also have a very juicy 2v2 match in there as well.
Yep.
So, yeah,
That's something
it's
that's
crazy.
not often done, and it's pretty crazy, but, that's
it
how
isn't-
Vietnam
it isn't
rolls.
Like, I don't know any other team league that runs now that has a 2v2 in
OPL.
it. Like, that's... OPL doesn't have a 2v2.
Yeah, no, but season 2.
God damn it, Yaku. Maybe, I don't know.
I think not, yeah.
You still have to work on your
think
article,
not.
right?
Yeah.
But thank you. If you want to see more of us, like, we also run amateur events. We run bi-weekly bronze to diamond tournaments or bronze to masters 2. So if you want to
Weekly,
compete,
but it alternates. I'm not sure bi-weekly is the right term.
yeah, bi-weekly is fortnightly.
Is it?
So like each one.
Okay.
is bi-weekly.
You're right.
Yeah.
Ah, right. I
every
thought
week-
bi-weekly meant like 2 in a week. I'm sick.
No,
My
it's not-
mistake.
it's not-
My
it's not-
mistake.
So we do run those. We also run GPO, Grand Platypus Open, which is a region-locked tournament for C and OCE countries. So that includes Vietnam, it includes Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, New Zealand.
Just recently we added Hong Kong to the eligible countries.
Yeah, Hong Kong is eligible as well as India. Recently, Demi has been winning those, but
All
we've seen
three.
good runs. Yeah, we've seen good runs from Justice Simon as well as Produce 9 as well. They've made it to the semi.
Azure, man. You're forgetting about Azure.
Azure. There's a good rivalry going on
There
with
is.
Azure and Demi. But if you're Vietnamese, you can also join that tournament and compete.
Yeah, hope to
it
see
is-
a couple of faces here today from Ao Dai. In fact, we did see a couple from GPO play tonight, like Protest Sam and Justice Simon.
Yeah, for sure. So it's good to see them participate. And yeah, where can they see more of you, Yaku?
Twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1, Twitter.com @Empore But to be honest, you're better off following Steel_Mole on Twitter @Steel_Bold, because if I'm doing something, then he's probably there to be there and announce it. So, where can they find you, my co-caster for the evening, lovely co-caster for the evening?
Twitch.tv/light_VIP and twitter.com/light_VIP. Yeah, I normally tweet about the events that I'm organizing or casting in. I don't do too much casting, but we're getting more into it. We're trying to cover a couple more events. We would have loved to have covered WSG as well, but we couldn't quite get that in time. But yeah.
Other than
Thanks for
that,
watching.
follow our Discord because we will most likely be there, the CranKy Ducklings Discord. You can put that a command exclamation mark Discord over in chat, and you should be able to find that. And other than that, anything else to say, Light?
I think that's it.
Alright.
I think we're good.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yep. And we will catch you in the next one. And Kuro told me that I actually have to stop talking before I hit the stop streaming button, so I shall do that.